What if I told you the greatest prison isn't your job, your past, or toxic people? It's your inability to control your emotions. One insult ruins your day. One rejection destroys your confidence. One bad moment controls your mind for weeks. But the Stoics discovered a secret over 2,000 years ago, a way to become emotionally unshaken, calm under pressure, and mentally untouchable. Tonight, you'll learn how. Welcome back to Stoic Insight Channel, where timeless Stoic philosophy meets modern wisdom. In today's world, emotional chaos is everywhere. People get offended instantly. Social media manipulates emotions. Stress dominates daily life. Anxiety becomes normal. Anger spreads faster than wisdom. Most people live as emotional slaves. A rude comment changes their mood. A breakup destroys their identity. Failure makes them quit. Criticism breaks their confidence. But Stoicism teaches something radically different. The Stoics believed you cannot control the world, but you can control yourself, and the person who masters themselves becomes unstoppable. In this video, you'll discover powerful Stoic principles that help you stay calm under pressure, control anger and anxiety, stop overreacting, become mentally resilient, detach from emotional chaos, build inner peace. No matter what happens by the end of this video, you will think differently, feel differently, and react differently. So sit back, relax, and prepare to master emotional control using Stoic philosophy. Why most people lose control of their emotions. Before learning emotional control, you must first understand why people lose it. Most people believe emotions simply happen, but the Stoics disagreed. They believed emotions come from interpretation, not events themselves. This is one of the most important Stoic teachings ever. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Think about this carefully. Two people experience the same event. One stays calm, the other falls apart. Why? Because events don't control emotions, meaning does. A delayed message becomes, "They hate me." Criticism becomes, "I'm worthless." Failure becomes, "My life is over." The real suffering begins in interpretation, and modern society trains emotional weakness. People are rewarded for reacting impulsively. Social media thrives on outrage. News profits from fear. Algorithms feed anger. The Stoics warned about this long ago. Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This changes everything. You stop blaming the world and begin mastering yourself. That's where emotional freedom begins. The Stoic secret of the pause. The emotionally weak react instantly. The emotionally powerful pause. This single habit can transform your life. Most emotional damage happens in seconds. One angry reply, one impulsive decision, one emotional reaction. And suddenly, relationships collapse. Careers suffer. Regret begins. Stoics train themselves to create space between emotion and action. That space is power. When anger appears, pause. When anxiety appears, pause. When insulted, pause. Because emotions are temporary waves, but decisions create permanent consequences. Seneca wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Imagine someone insults you publicly. Most people react emotionally, but the Stoic asks, will this matter in 1 year? Usually the answer is no. The pause destroys emotional impulsiveness. Practical Stoic exercise. Before reacting emotionally, stop speaking. Take one deep breath. Observe the emotion. Ask, is this useful? Respond calmly. This sounds simple, but practice daily. It creates extraordinary emotional strength. Stop giving people control over your mind. One of the greatest Stoic lessons is this: if someone can control your emotions, they control you. Think about how often people steal your peace: a rude coworker, an ex-partner, online criticism, family pressure. The Stoics believed emotional dependence creates suffering. Why? Because your peace becomes dependent on others behaving perfectly, and that never happens. Marcus Aurelius said, "You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you." That is emotional mastery, not controlling others, controlling yourself. Emotionally strong people stop expecting the world to be fair. They stop demanding constant validation. They stop chasing approval, and because of this, they become incredibly difficult to manipulate. A Stoic understands people's actions reflect their character, not your worth. This mindset creates emotional freedom. How Stoics handle anger. Anger destroys more lives than failure ever will. Careers destroyed, relationships ruined, families broken, all because of uncontrolled anger. The Stoics viewed anger as temporary madness. Seneca wrote, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more harmful than the injury that provokes it." Modern culture often glorifies anger, but Stoicism teaches anger weakens judgment. An angry mind loses clarity. The Stoics use several powerful techniques to control anger. Technique 1. See the bigger picture. Will this matter in 5 years? Usually not. Technique 2. Understand human nature. People make mistakes. People act selfishly. People behave emotionally. Expecting perfection guarantees disappointment. Technique 3. Lower emotional ego. Most anger comes from wounded pride. How dare they disrespect me? Stoics detach from ego. They valued peace over proving themselves right, and that changes everything. Stoic detachment, the power of not taking things personally. One of the strongest emotional skills you can develop is detachment, not coldness, not indifference, but emotional independence. Most suffering comes from personalization. Someone ignores you, you feel rejected. Someone criticizes you, you feel attacked. But Stoics understood, most people are fighting battles you know nothing about. Their behavior often has nothing to do with you. Emotionally mature people stop making everything personal. This creates enormous peace. Epictetus taught, if someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit. Powerful words. The Stoic asks, why am I allowing this to disturb me? And slowly, their emotional reactions weaken. They stop feeding drama, they stop needing revenge, they stop chasing emotional validation, and they become calm, very calm. How to control anxiety using Stoicism. Anxiety is often fear of the future. What if things go wrong? But Stoics focused only on what they could control. This is called the dichotomy of control. One of the greatest ideas in Stoicism, control equals everything that happens. You control your actions, your thoughts, your attitude, your decisions. You do not control other people, the past outcomes, public opinion, random events. Most anxiety comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. The Stoics surrendered outcomes, but mastered effort. That's emotional freedom. Practical exercise. Whenever anxious, ask, is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, let go. Simple, but life-changing. The Stoic morning mindset. Stoics prepared emotionally before the day began. Most people wake up reactive. Phone notifications, stress, comparison, chaos. But Stoics train their minds intentionally. Marcus Aurelius practiced morning reflection. Before facing the world, he reminded himself, people will be rude, people will lie, people will disappoint. Not to become negative, but prepared. Prepared minds stay calmer. Morning Stoic routine. Sit quietly for 5 minutes. Visualize challenges calmly. Repeat, I control my response. Focus on virtue over emotion. This creates emotional stability throughout the day. How Stoics deal with criticism. Most people fear criticism more than failure. Why? Because human beings crave approval. But Stoics understood something powerful. Other people's opinions are unstable. Today they praise you, tomorrow they attack you. If your confidence depends on public opinion, you will never know peace. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish. Emotionally strong people accept misunderstanding. They don't need universal approval. They ask, is the criticism true? If yes, improve. If no, ignore it. That's wisdom. The Stoic doesn't waste emotional energy defending every accusation. Silence becomes strength, building inner peace through Stoic discipline. Emotional control isn't built in comfort, it's built through discipline. The Stoics trained discomfort intentionally. Cold weather, simple food, minimal luxury. Why? Because comfort addiction weakens emotional resilience. The more dependent you become on comfort, the weaker your emotional tolerance becomes. Discipline strengthens the mind. Small daily victories create inner confidence. A disciplined person trusts themselves, and self-trust creates emotional stability. Daily Stoic habits, journaling, meditation, exercise, silence, reading wisdom, limiting emotional distractions. Over time, your emotions stop controlling you, you begin controlling them. The ultimate Stoic realization. Here's the ultimate Stoic realization. Life will always contain pain. People will disappoint you. Failure will happen. Loss will happen. Chaos will happen. But suffering becomes optional when wisdom enters the mind. The Stoics never promised perfect lives. They promised stronger minds. And that changes everything. An emotionally controlled person becomes dangerous in the best possible way. They cannot be manipulated easily. They cannot be broken by criticism. They cannot be controlled by fear. They become calm in chaos, and calmness is power, real power. Final conclusion. If you remember only one thing from this video, remember this. Your emotions are powerful servants, but dangerous masters. The world may always remain chaotic, but your mind does not have to be. Every day gives you a choice: react emotionally or respond wisely. The Stoics chose wisdom, and now, so can you. If this video helped you see emotions differently, comment below. What emotion do you struggle controlling the most? Anger, anxiety, overthinking, fear? Your comment might help someone else feel less alone. And if you want more powerful Stoic wisdom designed to strengthen your mind and transform your life, subscribe to Stoic Insight Channel and turn on notifications, because in a world full of emotional chaos, calm people become unstoppable. Until next time, stay wise, stay disciplined, and stay unshaken.